Imagine a scenario where words take a backseat and silence becomes the conductor of influence. The art of unspoken impact is a symphony of gestures, expressions, and body language that resonates far beyond the spoken word. In a world where communication is predominantly verbal, mastering the language of silence can be very powerful. In a society where everyone is vying for attention, the ability to speak volumes without saying a word is rare. Welcome to the world of unspoken impact, where silence isn't just golden, it's a potent force waiting to be harnessed. In today's video, we will explore some of the most effective techniques for influencing others without speaking, from the power of presence to the subtle impact of body language. By the end, you will understand how to leave an impression through silence. One of the most fundamental ways to influence without speaking is simply through your presence. Presence is like a magnetic field, pulling people in and capturing their focus. Picture yourself as a gravitational force subtly shaping the orbits of those in your vicinity. When you show up for others in a consistent, caring way, it leaves an impression that sticks with people long after interactions have ended. Consider leaders like Gandhi or Martin Luther King Jr., who rallied supporters through a powerful, principled presence, more than any single speech. Could their mere existence as a figure fighting for justice and equality was inspirational? We've all experienced the power of presence from influential people in our own lives as well. Whether it's a teacher who consistently shows up for struggling students, a friend who is always there in times of need, or a family member whose steadfast love serves as an anchor, their commitment to simply being present makes them role models worth following. So how can you cultivate this kind of presence in your own life? Make it a priority to consistently show up for the people and causes that are important to you without drawing attention to your efforts. Let your presence do the talking. While the presence is about consistently showing up over time, body language allows you to influence individual interactions through subtle nonverbal cues. Experts estimate that over 50% of communication is nonverbal. So paying attention to your posture, gestures, facial expressions, and other physical signals can have a big impact on how you're perceived without saying a word. Consider these body language techniques. Number 1. Open, engaged posture. Face the other person with your shoulders back and make eye contact to signal you are actively listening without interruptions. Number 2. Mirroring body language. Subtly mirroring the other person's posture, gestures, or facial expressions helps build rapport and connection on a subconscious level. Number 3. Smiling and nodding. Using facial expressions and head nods to show encouragement, understanding, and interest keeps the other person engaged. Number 4. Leaning in. Physically leaning in when others are speaking shows you are focused on what they have to say. It signals investment in the interaction. Mastering these subtle body language cues allows you to have influential conversations without dominating them verbally. Let your body do the talking to build understanding, while presence and body language are powerful on an interpersonal level. True influence also comes from consistently demonstrating your values and priorities through actions. Over time, Gandhi and MLK were so impactful because their presence and rhetoric were perfectly aligned with how they lived out their principles day to day. Their actions backed up their words. We've all seen examples of leaders who say one thing but do another, and it erodes trust and credibility over time. To leave a lasting unspoken impact, you must lead by example in a way that is authentic and principled. This could mean treating all people with dignity and respect in both small interactions and decisions that affect wider communities, prioritizing values like integrity, justice, and community over personal gain in your daily choices and priorities, admitting mistakes, making amends where needed, and continuously working to do better, using your time, skills, and resources to directly address important issues rather than just raising awareness. When your actions are a living example of the change you want to see, it is far more influential than any speech could ever be. Let your principle guide you and allow your consistent choices to do the talking over time. While presence, body language, and principled actions can have a broad influence, some of the most impactful unspoken communication happens through seemingly small gestures in our day-to-day lives. A kind word, a thoughtful favor, or simple acts of human compassion can change someone's perspective or even save a life. Consider these real-life examples: a cashier paying for the coffee of the person behind them and the driver, sparking a chain of generosity. A stranger bringing someone in need a hot meal or blanket when they have nothing, a parent leaving encouraging notes in their child's lunchbox to brighten their day, a friend checking in on someone who is lonely or going through a hard time. Small caring gestures have a way of rippling out and reminding people of our shared humanity. While a single act may seem inconsequential, the cumulative effect over time is to make the world a little bit kinder. So don't underestimate the power of a small smile, compliment, or favor. Your simple acts of goodwill could have a lasting, unspoken impact. Eye contact is one of the most basic yet impactful forms of nonverbal communication. Making eye contact at key moments in interactions can speak volumes. It is a fundamental aspect of human interaction that transcends cultural boundaries and can convey a myriad of emotions, intentions, and messages. The impact of eye contact extends far beyond mere visual engagement. It has the potential to shape the dynamics of a conversation and leave a lasting imprint on the individuals involved. Here are ways in which the art of eye contact can elevate communication to new heights. Signaling, active listening. Making eye contact is not just about meeting someone's gaze, it's a powerful tool for signaling, active listening. When engaged in a conversation, maintaining eye contact communicates a genuine interest in the speaker's words. It serves as a nonverbal acknowledgement that you are fully present and attuned to the discussion. This subtle yet impactful form of validation can foster a sense of connection and mutual understanding. Laying the foundation for effective communication, conveying sincerity in crucial discussions, in moments of importance and gravity, eye contact becomes a vehicle for conveying sincerity. Holding someone's gaze during crucial discussions speaks volumes about your commitment to the topic at hand. It is a visual testament to your authenticity and transparency, fostering trust and credibility, whether negotiating a business deal or discussing personal matters. The ability to maintain unwavering eye contact adds an extra layer of depth and conviction to your words, making your communication more compelling and persuasive, commanding attention and emphasizing impactful points. Eye contact serves as a potent tool for emphasizing key points and ensuring they resonate with your audience when making impactful statements. A brief but intentional lock of eyes can command attention and create a moment of emphasis. This power pause allows your words to sink in, leaving a lasting impression. By strategically employing eye contact to punctuate your message, you elevate the persuasiveness and memorability of your communication, making it more likely to leave a lasting imprint on your audience. Expressing care and connection. Beyond professional interactions, eye contact plays a crucial role in expressing care and connection in personal relationships. Whether conversing with friends, family, or loved ones, maintaining eye contact communicates emotional engagement and empathy. It transcends verbal expression, allowing you to convey sentiments that words alone may struggle to capture. The silent language of the eyes can forge bonds, deepen relationships, and create a sense of intimacy that goes beyond the spoken word. While presence, gestures, and appearance can communicate our values, sometimes the most impactful tool is silence. There is an art to knowing when to listen without interrupting, when to pause before responding, and using space in conversation. Strategically, strategic silence allows others to fill in the gaps, come to their own conclusions, and feel truly heard. The first principle is active listening. When others speak, make eye contact and focus completely on what they are saying rather than thinking of your own response. Nod occasionally and use encouraging facial expressions and body language like open posture to show you are engaged. Resist the urge to interrupt them or change the subject. Give the speaker your full attention without words. Once they finish speaking, use a thoughtful pause before responding. Take a few seconds to collect your thoughts and consider the perspective shared. This shows you are reflecting deeply on what was said, not just reacting impulsively. It also gives space for the idea to sink in before you address it. During a pause, maintain eye contact and body language that is open rather than closed off. In tense or heated discussions, know when to step back entirely. For a period of time, let emotions cool and create space for different views to be examined with clarity rather than reaction. Agree to revisit the issue later. Once tempers have settled, your absence can be influenced by avoiding escalation, yet allowing resolution. Strategic silence is an unspoken art of influencing through presence, attention, and timing. Rather than hashing every silence with words, it leaves space for deeper understanding to emerge. Touch is one of the most basic yet profound forms of nonverbal communication, used sparingly and appropriately. The subtle language of touch can build instant rapport, convey powerful messages of care and support, and leave lasting unspoken impressions. A brief, well-placed touch can instantly connect you with another person in a way that resonates deep in your psyche. Whether it's a handshake when meeting someone, a pat on the back to congratulate a friend, or holding someone's hand in times of grief, human contact creates an unspoken bond. Our brains release oxytocin, a love hormone, during positive physical interactions, which helps strengthen social connections. Some simple touches to consider incorporating strategically into your interactions include a firm yet gentle handshake. When greeting someone professionally conveys confidence and respect, maintain eye contact during the shake, a few seconds of eye contact and a pat on the shoulder. When congratulating an acquaintance on their success, the touch personalizes the praise. Wrapping a hug around a friend in need lends your physical strength to help carry their emotional burdens. Make it meaningful yet not too long. Holding the hand of someone grieving and giving it a gentle, reassuring squeeze lets them know they are not alone in their pain. Of course, only incorporate touch if it feels natural and appropriate, given your relationship and cultural norms, but use judiciously. The subtle language of touch can leave others feeling instantly understood, respected, and cared for on a deeper level through your caring, physical presence alone. It's a powerful way to influence positively without uttering a word. We've explored some of the most impactful techniques for influencing others without uttering a single word, from the power of simple presence to strategic silence, thoughtful gestures, masterful body language, and more. Remember, it's not always about what you say, but sometimes about what you don't say. Be the master of the unspoken and let your impact reverberate like a silent thunderclap in the world of communication. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care.